This is the ID card list. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID card on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 7777777. Sorry, but there's no way that you can prove that my ID card number that I'm holding up right here. It's your number. Huh? What? How do you know that? The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. You mean the one that I broke into? A 7-digit code that I hacked into. 7 digits? You don't mean? I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7777777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime!
Hey, new face.
Ooh, look at me, he's pissed. We get epic tech. Oh, epic tech. That means we're totally bitten. Order! Order! This totally does feel like solely endgame. Holy crap. Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations.
And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law.
Ooh. Punish me, Edgeworth. Punish me to the maximum extent of your law.
My law is of the highest authority.
Not according to that guy in the audience.
Oh, yeah.
He got Johnny Dick. That one dude.
But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card.
Chief Gant! Alright, stop dancing. So you admit it? You entered the evidence room? On the day of the crime? What about it? I'm chief of police. Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I go anywhere. I can go anywhere I want. I can pee anywhere I want. I can poo anywhere I want too. I'm the chief of police, bitch. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Tell me.
Oh, you'll find out. I'm about to summon it.
When you entered the room, were you alone?
Ooh. I always go to the bathroom alone. Sometimes. As I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you on that day, would he? Of course not! Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days! Objection! You hadn't seen him in days? Chief Gant, I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Linus Guy's guilt.
No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
In that case, Mr. Wright, we're gonna have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof the victim... Wait. Show us proof that the victim met with Chief Gant on the day of the crime.
Screwdriver.
My bat. Well, that's Edgeworth. My badge. Wait. Oh, the lost item report. He had the date was written as 2/21. And it had to be submitted to the chief. So that means it had to have been. You had to have seen him at some point.
Yeah.
Take that, bitch. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. A certain rogue cowboy stole it.
Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole
I
it.
told you so. So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have to have given that report to the chief of police. Yet you are in the possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filed it. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Oh! Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him? There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. We went hot tubbing and had crazy sex. Alright, the chief of police murdered poor Goodman. That too. Exactly. But wait! There's more! The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of that sort. Object! Oh, it's you.
Sorry, but that's not possible.
Huh?
According to the record, your card was only used once. But you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body.
No! Holy crap! Did he get struck by lightning? It looked like he got struck by lightning, didn't it? Holy crap! How did lightning get to the courtroom?
No one even noticed that.
Ah! Chief Gant, you didn't! You didn't! The murder was most likely committed to the spur of the moment. No one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Len at the prosecutor's office. Why else? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body. You know what this reminds me of? The Godfather, where it's like, I'll do this for you, and in exchange, I'll call upon you to do me a favor. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Also, there was the episode of Batman
Oh, yeah.
where he did that, where the guy helped the Joker helped him. It's like, in exchange, I'm gonna call upon you one day to do a favor for me. And he wanted him to kill Batman like a few years later.
That was a good episode.
That was a good episode. That totally reminds me of this.
But then again,
Why?
that was the first episode of Harley Quinn did show up.
Oh yeah,
However,
it's a very good episode.
the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office's parking lot. How did he manage to move it there?
Wait. I was at the police department the entire day, you know.
And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems. Yeah, Phoenix Wright is lonely. Still, you're the chief of police. You have the entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think there's or an officer to do it? Hey yo! Take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time I thought it was a useless clue taking up space. I think I know where this might be going. It might be.
That's the useless clue.
Remember, Gant wanted Edgeworth to take it to his office.
Yeah.
So then there's a reason for Edgeworth's car to go back to the office. How could the chief remove the body? Mr. Wright, show us his evidence. To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this. So it would be the screwdriver, right? Yeah, brought back to his office by Gant's request. Take that! This is how he moved the Goodman's body. What's that? A screwdriver? But what does that have to do with this case? Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here?
It's here because... I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted to keep it at the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back to the prosecutor's office.
Office.
After the ceremony ended that day,
It's all sad.
I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office.
I plan to drive my car off a cliff. But you did! Because Chief Gant told you to.
You mean
The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
So he's an accomplice, and murderer.
Tiny Dick! I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car!
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Detective Good's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car? Yes. Unless, of course, you have a better explanation, Chief? Why else would you have asked Mr. Edwards to carry evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lansky! Order! 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 What's going on here? I blinked. Is there no room for rebuttal for the defense's outrageous accusations? Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed into the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk.
Chief Gant, please say something. I believe
He can.
your time's up. My time's up? I'm not that old yet, am I? Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch at the District Attorney General after this. I have to get going if we're gonna make it in time for the early bird special. Objection! But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier. A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Like the right to refuse to testify? I'm invoking that right now.
That right now.
What? This is not a right to be casually invoked. There's certain risks to be considered.
So you're going to just run away after all this?
Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you have any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, You think I had land to dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get on with it. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Stephen Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusation against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Ricketts? Your Honor, do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Sky dispose of the body. Do I have any concrete proof? Do I? I don't think we actually do. Unless he wants us to BS. Because literally we have nothing that proves that he did anything.
Yeah.
But I think we might be penalized if we say the wrong thing, though. So I think we don't have... It says yet. So maybe something's going to come up and get like one final piece of proof later. So I think for now we should just say we don't have any proof. It's no use showing evidence that I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. See, Aji? In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your actions against the chief. Or allegations against you. What? I don't gamble unless the stakes are high. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Ajay, I'll leave the rest to you. See ya. Uh-oh. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an effort to... Wait, this is an affront to the senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. Wait, what? Am I getting penalized? Wah! Whoa! Edgeworth objected our...
Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her.
That scared me. I thought it showed the thing on the screen, like we were about to get penalized. The freaking Capcom jerks. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial.
Lady from Devil May Cry 3. She's lady and she's Capcom.
We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony.
Mike Meekins. A lady who knows the truth. Another witness.
In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
But Chief Gans invoked his right to testify.
There's still someone else, one more witness who can answer all the questions. Polly. Someone else.
Hello. Hello.
Someone else in this very room.
Well, probably could be.
Mr. Edgeworth! Who is this person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling the witnesses today.
Oh, yeah.
Well, probably could
Mr.
still
Riggins.
be in there.
Does such a
Yeah.
witness exist? She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor! The defense calls forth Mike Meekins. No. Not Lana. Lana. Lana Sky. The defendant? Miss Lana Sky? She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task is to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defense testimony. This court is now in
Hold on.
Huh? Chief Gans? You turned to a girl for a second. That seems to be happening a lot today. I thought you were going to eat. Listen good, Lana. I'm about to smack a bitch up in here. He's talking to Lana. This is gonna be terrible. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claim, there will be terrible consequences. Terrible consequences.
You were supposed to have left.
That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. Ah! This isn't good. More blackmail literally in the courtroom right now. Alright. The judge is like, I'm going to allow this. Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway. Right. Just something to think about. Alright then. I'm gonna have a lunch date to meet. So yeah, bitches. That was weird. Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess. It would be you, I believe.
February 25th, 2:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
Yeah. Thanks to your help, Edgeworth. You're on the offense, I'm on the defense. We're about to make some sense of this.
Of these hens.
That chief, she's something else, eh, pals? Detective Gumshoe!
No what?
Ha ha ha! Ha! I'm not detective anymore. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Ah, don't worry. I already decided where to work now. Oh. At your office!
Oh god.
My office!
Or Edgeworth.
Sure! I'll take the place of that top-knot girl you used to work with. Could he mean Maya? Still, looks like we're out of moves now. If you wore a purple outfit, sure. I can imagine him in like the freaking the medium outfit. I'm here to dirty, pal. Dick Fay. Or like Maya Gumshoe better. Dick Fay's better. I like Dick Fay. Chief Gas done it again. How is it he always has the upper hand? It's not fair when he refuses the right to testify.
I know. That's right. The government for you. Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said. Just in case you
But
forgot.
Chief, that is not the right to be casually invoked. There'll be certain risks to be considered. Considered.
Risk.
Risks?
Says
Phoenix
Phoenix.
Wright says. What does he mean by that?
It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
What? This might be Elaine, I think.
Oh. You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too?
Oh, Emma! Okay. Right voice actor, wrong character. Emma! Are you okay? Are you still emotionally, mentally, physically traumatized from earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wrong context, but yeah.
When I came to, I was in the medical office.
You need the bandages, Saru.
Ah.
Fortunately, I had this weird guy taking care of me.
Hmm.
I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
So she heard every. It sounded like you said galley.
Yeah, I did.
It was supposed to be gallery.
Whatever.
But the galley, it's like.
You pronounce words wrong. I'm going to pronounce words wrong.
Toiga. So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma. I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the
I
truth.
totally killed people. I'm okay with that. All happy music now.
You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
I should be a serial killer too now. I could be like Dexter. I could be like a scientific investigator and a serial killer. Relieved?
Yeah. Now I know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by the terrible man. And she did it all just to protect
So
me.
we also gonna glaze over the fact that she spent the night at Gant's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What has that been going on?
I know, right?
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she'd changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean?
He was all
To
pissed.
follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do everything and everything.
Everything and everything.
Everything and everything and everything and everything the chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold. He needs a blanket.
It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
This is manslaughter, but doesn't exist in this world. Hi! Don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
Yeah, I will blame society.
Society killed Marshall.
Chief Gant may have been able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor, which he shouldn't even have in the first place in there.
I see. Well, we better get back. It's time for the final act.
Which is society's
Emma,
fault because...
why don't you wait here?
No, I'm going with you.
Ah,
I want to be there.
cool.
When Lana tells the truth.
Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this.
I can imagine him like all powered up. It's time to end this. Do we get like an awesome prosecutor, defense attorney, bro fist?
So I don't understand, is Edgeworth still trying to prove Lana guilty?
Not even, I don't think anymore. I think right now he just wants to prove Gant guilty. I think now he
Just
knows.
working together.
To be continued.
Can we take a break?
Yeah, we can take a break during this. We've been going kind of long. I don't want it to go too long. Doody doody doo. Okay, we're gonna take a break. When we get back, the final act of this mother trucking case.
Yeah.
See you guys in a little
The
bit.
season finale.